Hi guys, what's going on? And welcome back to episode 17, I think now, of Rise of the Republic. As our campaign continues to gain pace, and we continue to slowly drive all our enemies out of Italy and complete the Samnite conquest. So, if we start off down in the south, if you remember last time we managed to kick Syracuse out of the toe of Italy entirely in the Battle of Rhegion, which is actually really quite a tough affair. You can see, I mean, the armies are absolutely decimated when they managed to take this, but take it we did, and we did bring up our reinforcing army, able to hold them off sort of all a little bit better. So first things first, let's get some of these places converted to appropriate buildings, so it can be useful for us. What's the food? There's 11 food. There's decent food here then. Yeah, them. Knock this down. Okay, it's all looking pretty good. Worthwhile investing in. Okay, well that's pretty much all our money gone. We've also got one unit further down in the garrison down here. It looks like a rebellion is probably about to break out in this part of the province, but we have just got minus 20 conquest public order, so it's not perhaps all that surprising, to be honest, that that's going to happen, but we'll just have to deal with that as and when. Further up north, we got surprisingly raided by these Illyrian pirates. Kind of really caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting them to do it, and actually managed to conquer Scipius. I raised a small army down in Barian to defend against the second fleet army. We don't know if they're going to make a landing or not, but I don't think they'll be able to hold off against this many Lucian warriors, particularly some of my Samnite silver infantry as well. But over here we have our heir is coming down with a reinforcing army to retake Scipius, and that's what he's going to do right now. They have no garrison, just the defending army. Look how it's pretty easy for us to do. Auto-resolve that. Stab him straight through the face. Nice. Okay, and Scipius is back under our control after a slight detour. Let's see if they did any damage. No, basically they didn't convert any of the buildings, anything like that. That's good. Leads me on to the next point. For some reason, I just can't work out why I've never got sources of revenue sorted. I'll just finish off this supply lines technology we're doing, but after this, we're just going to be going straight for sources of revenue for the 8 turns, because that's just going to open up such an increase in technology and being able to fund so much more, so it's just going to be so worthwhile doing. So I've got that to look forward to. Yeah, so that's pretty much that it for this turn. I'm going to leave, someone rightfully pointed out, maybe I should be focusing my attention more down in the south, trying to drive people out of Sicily to try and secure that for a province, which I think is probably the right thing to be doing. I'm probably going to leave these two armies here raiding, because it means it cuts their cost, and it doesn't do them any harm. You know, they're just gathering, they're just reducing their upkeep by raiding, and they're also blocking up the Romans from doing anything silly. We're not currently at war with the Etruscans or anything, I don't believe, so they had, but maybe we are. So we're at war with Syracuse, Illyrian pirates. Yeah, mostly just people down in the south. Let's just have a look who we're actually at war with. Our defensive allies with the Syracusans. Oh, they all are. The Syracusans have really been forming defensive pacts. I'm not quite sure why you're at war with me, to be honest.
You presume much by coming here today.
Yeah, okay.
I am far from happy, but you have my word on this.
Who else are we at war with? Illyrian pirates. Obviously they're going to hit me. And pretty much everyone else in the world despises me. So there's not going to be a lot of trading going on. Okay, that's fine. I think that's pretty much us for this turn. Oh. Characters unassigned skills. Oh god. And edicts. Lots to do. Forces. So who has got unassigned skills? So you obviously successfully conquered these people. That is good, because you're a general who I want to gain more gravitas, because you're my heir. So really, I'd rather that one got more ramp up. We could have picked something else that's going to give him increased gravitas. There's nothing else here, is it? And I'm not that bothered. I'm more interested in the political situation than I am with just specifically boosting generals' abilities per se. So down here, obviously some of these people, because it was a really tough campaign. These people I do want to avoid giving extra gravitas, so I'm not going to be doing that. Oh, that seems like a worthwhile ability. Gives me a bit more money per turn. Okay, cool. And of course, you got quite a lot of experience as well. Growth and food province. Nice. And then I noticed that even a dignitary got promoted. You're doing a really important job of improving loyalty. Let's check this out before we tick into the next turn. So our current situation, we have got 12 loyalty from the followers of Jupiter. I think if we promote this guy, because he is in the followers of Jupiter's territory, then that will give us even more. It might not take over this turn, probably next turn. Because if we go to the political party affiliation, your companion is the followers of Jupiter, and the Diane are over here in the middle one. Okay, now we can in turn. No, an edict. Where did we recapture? We had an edict on here, didn't we? We'll have this as the party loyalty because this is the followers of Diane. Next turn. Syracuse got a bit of a fleet going, not a lot left of it though. A bit of a larger fleet there. We are going to have to think about getting our army across onto the continent, well, onto Sicily at some point.
In honour, I come bearing gifts.
Oh, well, yes. So
and
I will
why
accept.
do you move away in such a
Yeah,
fashion?
well, deal on then, you know. 5.5 grand, yeah, I think we can work with that. And I don't need to be at war with Sicily all at once. It's really not a problem for me. Okay, so the expected rebellion has broken out. Migrating tribe, not really relevant to me. Okay, so we're at war with these guys, are we? Okay, you're a bit more of a threat, I'll grant. Will you accept a peace?
I will listen carefully to your words.
Yes. Good.
Gods
That
of
means my focus is now on Syracuse because they're no longer an enemy transport. So our little backstop army is just going to deal with these rebels.
For death and honor!
Normally they're going to try and run away.
We cannot leave none alive!
Kill them if we can. Excellent. End of that rebellion. Nice. Just dealing with things like that nice and quickly is always exactly what we wanted. And that should at least go some way to restoring provincial stability in this province. Particularly as this unit starts to recover. But over here, we need to think about trying to force our way now onto the continent. What have we got in terms of enemy shipping? Yeah, those are actually ships, they're just transports, to be honest. It's whether landing on a shore we're actually going to be able to realistically take anything or not, or whether we're going to need 2 armies to achieve that. In which case, this army needs much more time to recover because it's still pretty undermanned. Although we can certainly try and recruit some more people. Is there anything worthwhile recruiting? Dear me, not really. 1 unit of them. Slingers. Really meager selection of people to recruit from, isn't there? Okay, not amazing. So, yeah, I think I'm going to wait a few turns basically for these armies to build up, and we'll probably send them both together out against Syracuse. Really, we need another army down here, but we can't do that for now. And looks like what's left of these raiders, not in a particularly good way. I don't think they'll be able to hold off against Scipius once this garrison is fully recovered over time, so that should be okay. And only 1 more turn until we can start researching sources of revenue. That's nice. Up here we're raiding okay. We could pull an army down, I suppose. Should we think about doing that? I mean, Antinia must be fairly well garrisoned now. Relatively. Yeah, and we got sort of some Samnite light infantrymen from the raiding ships. We could pull this army back, you know, pull one of these army down. Maybe we should be doing that. Focusing our attention down in the south. Or then, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should just be raising another army entirely. And we have our forces garrisoned here at Barrier. And these really are air, doesn't need to be dependent, because sooner or later we're going to end up with war again with the Etruscan League probably, and they're a fairly major threat to us. No, we'll pull this army down. Change my mind. It'll take them a while to get down here, but eventually it'll be worth it. Because they can force march it, so it won't take them that long. Cool. Okay, that's the plan with that. Elsewhere, not really a lot else to do, so let's see what we can spend to improve some of our provinces. What's public order like bad, so we don't really want to be doing that. Them can upgrade. Upgrade that to get a bit more income per turn. Simply public order here is not too bad. Yep, because he gives more wealth, which is obviously what we want. I think that's probably going to about do us, unless there's anything else particularly that stands out that needs upgrading. Oh, let's check the party political situation. Yeah, look, they've gained extra 5, they've got it to 18. Nice job. Okay. Yep, no, that's looking pretty good. I think I put this one in the wrong place. Cancel that, because it wants to be over here. You can have. Escalation. There we go. Okay, next turn. The Romans are moving around. Obviously, the Syracusans should have taken as many losses as we did, so they should be struggling as well. And they lost a lot of territory, so their income must have been cut down fairly significantly, I would hope. They're going to struggle a little bit as well going forwards. Okay, finally finished that. They're presumably miles away. Oh. Migrating tribe has invaded Gela. Okay, interesting. It's bad news for the Syracusans that a migrating tribe has just arrived. Be bad for them. Good for us, maybe. Okay, let's ping on sources of revenue. How's our army doing out here? We're slowly getting back to health. A couple of turns and I think we'll be sort of looking a bit more peachy. These guys, again, there's nothing else I can really recruit in this province. That's the problem. There is no military garrison anywhere. I could build something, I suppose, but time it's built up, I'll be ready to go, so it's not really worthwhile. Edict issued, yeah. Just going to use Illyria. Okay, nothing important. I'm probably going to get another rebellion in this province. Yeah, rebellions. And we're continuing to move our army a bit further down slowly. Right in our Syracusan war, because I want Sicily. Once it's dealt with, there's really nothing else then down there that could be a threat to us. This guy's, once Syracuse garrison is built back up, we shall be moving. These guys back up against the border against the Etruscans, because these guys aren't a threat to me, they're so badly damaged. These guys are just trying to raid me, but they're not actually going to land at Barium by the looks of it, so that's not really a threat to us. Getting really good return income now, which I'm pleased about. I just want to keep on top of it, keep upgrading everything where I can. I mean, I guess these shrines and quarries are good because they give more growth and more wealth from agriculture. They're worthwhile upgrading. Even though they're a bit everywhere. Got many shrines of quarries. Running out of ones to upgrade. Oh, there we go. Okay. Then that's pretty much it for this turn. We're flying through these turns, but we're just in preparation at the moment. Moving things around, preparing for the next stage of our operations. Syracuse will fall eventually. As long as these other people don't come to war with me again. So ideally they won't. Oh, we've got some slums. Okay. And the rebellion is imminent. Well, we know that. Why have we got slums? Didn't realise that I had left that. Let's knock that down for a start. It's causing a lot of public unhappiness. Let's get our Grove of Curries building. Everywhere else is looking okay, isn't it? Oh, I can't believe we're going to break into revolt again. It's kind of annoying. Oh well, nothing we can do about it. How's this army looking now? Pretty much full health. Next turn we'll probably do it then, to be honest. Although that's going to set us in a real bad public order situation. Still, it's worth it. Okay, start pushing these people maybe back up. How is Scipius looking? No, still not quite there yet. We'll wait a little bit longer. I don't want them to end up getting assaulted and losing, just on a silly whim. Out here, okay, the Romans aren't doing anything particularly. Really not a lot going on this turn. Move these guys back down. These will help quell the public order problems as well. Because I'll probably move them to Hippion and move these guys down to Rhegion. It's almost certainly what will happen. Okay. Next turn again, I think. Has Githa been assaulted by the... It has, look. The migrating tribe captured it. Oh, the poor Syracusans having a bit of a rum old time. Okay, next turn. I'm probably going to go straight for the Syracusan capital, because if I can capture the walled... of Syracuse. If I can capture that as a walled city, then I think it really secures my place on the continent, on the Sicily.
You might find time to attack these people.
I'm not going to war with them, because that will bring me into war with the Etruscan League. Which is not something I want at the moment. Okay, rebellion. Well, we knew that was going to happen, didn't we?
We hunger to
I'll run away.
battle. On the move, leave none alive.
Ah, just a sword. Sword through the jet. I was going to go in the sea. Okay, that's the rebellion dealt with. And I think that will really put an end to the public order problems by the end of this. bring you down. I think these guys probably need to get here, so probably 2 more turns, because otherwise it will slip back into public order chaos. Let's build a well or something, yeah, that'll improve sanitation and make people a little bit happier, hopefully. And our Grove of Curries will be done. We'll soon be back on to a positive public order situation. I wish these guys would start off, though, because they've got a few units. They are going to be quite a threat to us, aren't they? We don't actually yet have a garrison at Rugion, because we're waiting for the city capital to be built. Yeah, not ideal, necessarily. Yeah, well, we'll leave that for now. They've moved this turn, haven't they? Good. Let's move you now. You've been there long enough. Put you back into force march and move you back up this way. But I think that should be safe. These raiders are still down here in Barrion, which they are, yes, which is good for us. A little bit of money to spend, but we are going to finish our sources of revenue in 6 turns, and that's going to give us just an absolute ton of stuff to upgrade all at once. So I think that might be worthwhile doing. Yeah, the political situation is looking pretty good at the moment, although our influence has dropped slightly. Probably because we're using other characters.
My wits and words are yours.
Are you not actually deployed? Oh no, because you're deployed down here, aren't you, doing that? You might as well go where else? Like the capital. Duh.
Set it forth. I could do more.
There we go. Make a bit more money. Good. Okay. Ready for the next turn? Flying through these turns today. Oh, are Rome going to stab me in the back and attack the city? But they might do. Oh, that's... oh no. Oh no! How will I survive? And it's sack. And thus ends the Illyrian pirate threat. That's why I waited for the garrison to come back, though, because I feared that could be possible. They could bring their other garrison back up, so we've got to be a little bit careful. I'm also a little worried about these people at Agrion. You know, they are trouble, definitely, and they've got some fairly sized armies.
What do you wish?
If we're not careful, we could be in trouble. What are these going to be able to deploy against us? Just a ton of skirmisher cavalry. Really, just not a lot. I just think Antium could hold against that, to be honest. Definitely upgrade the assault building. Oh yeah, definitely do that. Yeah, I don't know. I just think they could. Oh, you get a real garrison by the end, don't you? Get more money there from that. All sources. Yeah, cool. So I think they'll be fine. So I'm not too worried about them attacking that. I'll just leave them to do what they want to do. Down here, how's our army moving on down? Moving along the coast, slowly. I think we're actually in positive public order now. We could put both of these afloat, but I just think it's not quite ready, not quite the time yet. Move you down and affect the public order slightly, but then next turn these guys may make it, will they? They will, and then the turn after that these guys will come here, and these two can go see. So next turn we go to war. And hopefully to victory as well. So that's fine, you're fine over there. You can shimmy your way back up to Teats. Good job. I have to make them to remember to take them out of force march. Oh, they're really coming along nicely, aren't they? Look at their melee defenses so high. These warlord champions are just amazing, aren't they? The Etruscan League are really forming some friends, aren't they? Okay, that's all looking fine. How are these tribal people over here looking? Still owning their garrison. They've got a full garrison coming up there as well. Yella. Going to be hard to take, probably. With the double army, I think we'll do it. Okay. Next turn. Building up quite a bit of money now, I know, but you know, as I say, it's purposeful for when we finish this source of revenue because we're going to spend it all almost probably in one turn. And we'll get everything upgrading. I think that really is going to secure our future, that technology, because I think that's just going to give us so many more options, both in terms of garrisons and in terms of income as well. Okay, so
Commander,
put to sea,
make haste, men.
and you.
Commander,
Sea. You come down.
hold this
Garrison there. And you come down and garrison here. I'm assuming there's not going to be a lot on this side of the ocean. Everything's going to come this way, isn't it, really? But we can just move them across country if we need to. You're going to have to wait till next turn before you can flip out to the next thing. Hey, so start to move these down then. On can move the list. I'll keep them together. If they get attacked, I get a double army, you know, in sailing. And we'll land ourselves outside Syracuse next turn. Hopefully, or the turn after, depending on how much movement speed we get. Okay, looking good, looking good. I'm pretty pleased with this sort of stuff so far. So that's all going well. 4 turns till our sources of revenue. Our shrines of Curies are upgrading. I don't think there's anything else to upgrade anyway, to be honest. Pretty much upgraded all my shrines of Curies in these places, even if I wanted to. That's all looking good. We've got assault bits upgrading over here. Oh, we've got a shrine of some shrines of Curies we can upgrade over here. Okay, that really does sort out the public order. Okay, and again, you know, what else is to do this turn? I think we're looking pretty positive. We're going to get a battle this episode, certainly with Syracuse, because it's going to break out. It just has to. It's going to need the Veneti, the Illyrian pirates. Go away. Leave me alone. Oh, if they're going to go back for... I've got to be careful of those Illyrian pirates because they're going to make a dash probably for one of the 2 places. They'll probably go for Scipius again. Oh, these are going to be annoying, aren't they? And they make Scipius in a turn. Probably not quite. But neither can my army probably from Barrion. No. Oh! Oh, I bet they go and take Scipius again. Could move ourselves back down. But if they go there, then I need to be blocking them. I don't really want to keep losing that city if I can help it. Can we? It doesn't give you a lot of movement speed, does it? We'll time it. You really do go slow in boats. I was hoping I was going to make it this turn, and you might not even make it next turn. Blimey. Italia obviously has an unhappy populace, not that surprising. Keep our public order growing. We'll get our shrine upgrading again. And I think that's looking okay for there. At least we've sorted out the public order problems in this place now. Faction destroy. Don't know who you were. So we're looking all okay on that front. Yeah, those Illyrian pirates are going to be a real pain. They are, so I can tell. Other than that, we're looking pretty good, aren't we? Our 2 armies on here just defending, and our 2 armies are going to land on Sicily, hopefully next turn, or the turn after, certainly. Hey, let's keep going on. We're plowing through this sources of revenue. We might end up getting that this turn.
I make the offer of peace
no.
only from a...
You do not make it from a position of strength at all. I don't want to go to war with the Etruscan League. That would be bad for us. Keeping peace in the north now is my top priority because my focus is going to be in the south on Sicily.
War and an end to womanly peace.
Yeah, see, we knew these
Most
were going to come
excellent.
back to war against us at some point. It was just inevitable. Whether they're going to assault my ships or not, preferably not. Because, yeah, I don't really want to go to war with them. Just in the little chance it's like really stupid. Sometimes this game is.
Greetings in the name of Hermes.
Okay.
This
I
is
feel
not...
like it's slightly gaming the system. Because, well, it is, isn't it? But, I can't actually make it this turn if I do that. Where are we going to be able to land is the other question. Because it's all like cliffs, isn't it? So he's going to actually have to assault the city directly from the sea.
Steady as we go. Yes. Put your backs in. The way
Next
ahead
turn we
is
should be able to assault, I guess. Assault the port. What sort of garrisons do they have? Hoplites. Wow. A lot of stuff. And then there's also a lot of crap as well, so... It's going to be some tough fighting to take these places. I really think it is, but I think we can do it. Our Lucian warriors should storm the beaches. Shall never surrender. Put these guys onto normal mode. What are these Illyrian pirates do? Yeah. I feel like I made the right call. Defend against them. That's fine. Okay. Next turn again. My goodness. I can't believe the turn lengths on this. Syracuse is so... Oh, wow. I don't really want it as a naval battle. Is this what it's going to be? Is it going to be a naval battle or is it going to put me on land? I mean, it is a naval battle. I hate naval battles. What do we think? Oh, I don't really want to retreat though because I want to be able to land. Screw it. Oh, not ideal. Naval battle in transports. We're even starting off with the worst army as well. Not very many Lucians here, just a lot of crap. And we know our slingers and stuff don't really work in naval battles, so it's really not ideal, I think, for us. Still, we'll just have to see what we can do, see if we can pull it off. But we should say, I don't think it's going to be very easy. If it loads in. Come on, computer. There we go. Well, there's not really much that can be done in ways of planning, is there?
Transport ship ready.
What have we got in the front? All our Lucian warriors are in the front. I've got some Samnite silver regiment. That must be pretty good, surely. All our ranged units. Middle? Oh no, there's some at the back as well.
By your command. Transports ready and waiting.
And you. Oh, Jesus.
I would not have.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
This is just going to go one way, isn't it? Oh, and they've got ballistas and all sorts of crap. Okay, let's get ourselves moving forward. There's going to be a lot of pausing in this. Use light spears, light spears. Dear. Load of old crap. Tends to be some relatively light stuff over this side. That's the wrong way, isn't it? Because our reinforcements are coming over from this side. Oh, that's me. Okay, that's something, I suppose. I don't know where I want you to go, to be honest. We'll form a second rank there, then. Okay. Get everyone a sailing, at least. See if our ranged units can do anything. But, I mean, really, as you found out before, our ranged units are pretty... And they've got a ballista on a boat. Oh no, it's a field ballista. It's got nothing. I thought it was going to be a really brutal, like a naval ballista.
Transport ships. Transport
It's actually just an artillery crew. It's sailing forwards and try and take these people out. At least that's something to kill. One less unit for us to deal with. What's going on this? Oh, Jesus Christ! Well, this is just a chaos, isn't it? You try and form up there somehow. And these guys are going to engage. What are these heavy? Oh, the hoplites. Not going to be very easy then. Coming up against, oh god, enemy generals and stuff already. Look at that! I just don't understand why our fired, you know, 6 slinger volleys against these and did nothing. I don't quite. I just must be a bug. I mean, that's all I can think it is, but just a very infuriating bug. Just means it's like, look at it all. Oh, we did a little bit of damage that time. Woo! I'm just trying to spread these units out now. I'm trying to get superiority in these fights. Jesus, so much goes on. I'm trying to kill those units there. These
Our
people
general is
are
under attack.
on fire. Yes, great. Really, what I would have hoped for. Surely we can beat these. These don't get rammed by them. Attack them. I don't need you to sink. Come on. Force them in combat. Good. Better. Right, just have a quick look where we are. So those guys, pretty much distracted. They're not really doing anything, are they? Turn your attention on something that's actually shooting back with some big slings. See how you're going to get on against them. Oh, Jesus. I mean, what could... This is just chaos. Okay, let's just see what happens with that. Just have no even slight concept of what's going on here.
An entire unit
some
has
fights have
perished.
broken out, and it's not going too bad. Hopefully it's not me who's perishing at some point. I just assumed I was winning these fights. But actually, no. Yeah, we're taking a dreadful amount of casualties in the process. Some attempts going on here at trying to force some sort of battles, I think. Get aboard something, please. Light spear infantry will do you fine. They're trying to get them on there. Someone's sinking. I think that's me sinking against the enemy assault ships. Samnite light infantry getting stuck in. Are we even winning these fights? Yeah, we're killing some of those heavy spear infantry. Putting you down. Oh my goodness, I mean, what's going on? I think this is just too chaotic for me to be able to control, really.
An entire unit has perished.
Just like... We're just being rammed by these ships, you see, and I have no control over their ability to ram. Because we can't ram. And even trying to kill them, it's just not really very effective. Although we're getting some good damage on them there, I suppose.
Your orders?
Just can't seem to board anything.
Transports. Ready and waiting.
Those guys killed some of the Greek slingers there.
An entire unit has perished.
Killed someone there. Killed someone there by the looks of it. Let's just try and attack something. What's going on?
Await your command.
Just
Move out.
board something.
Orders understood.
Just fight something, please. Anything. And stop sinking. Is the other thing I would like you to do.
Transports ready for orders.
And that'll do you.
By your
Don't
command.
block his way. Go around that way. I mean, if you could work out what's
The
going on
men are
here,
wavering.
you're doing better than me.
Transports.
We
Your orders.
either just board something. There we go.
Transport ships at your
Who are you?
command.
Revolution warriors. Come on, you're the good people.
Set course.
Go and board him.
Transport ships.
Some of our slingers are still
One of our
sinking.
units has used all its ammunition.
Okay. Sinking.
Transports.
Or are we just unhappy? Or
Attack. Ships waiting.
can we board this, please, right in front of us? That'd be a nice one to board, look.
We await your command.
What are they? Against... Oh, elite...
One of our ships is being boarded.
Not what I would pick. And we're being shot at by fire arrows where people are just not what I would.
Transport ships at your command.
Get on board. Well, you're the best infantry I've got. And you just stood there. Why can't you
Ships
board?
waiting.
As you command.
Get at them.
Transport ships.
Ships ready. Transport ships.
One of our ships is being boarded.
Good. I
Transports
want them to be
ready for
boarded.
orders. Get at them.
On
Board
my
anything.
order. Withdraw.
Are we successfully boarding here? What are we fighting against? Very light tribesmen. Surely they're just going to die.
Transports ready for orders. Transports.
I mean, they're dead. Just
One
attack
of
them.
our ships is being boarded.
Whew.
Transport
Ships
ships.
at your command.
What are you? That's the problem. They just get sunk randomly by these other boats, which I can't knock into combat
One
because
of
I
our
can't
ships is
don't have any
being
choice
boarded.
about forcing them to fight.
Transports.
And then our
ready
general
and
can't actually
waiting.
get into a fight.
Set
Why can't you
oars.
move?
To
Like,
the oars.
he's completely static.
Set oars.
Maybe backwards. Anyway,
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
to do anything useful? It's just like, no, you will not respond to any commands.
Transport ships.
And you board you? Is that happening? We're killing some papists. Right, that's something. And maybe the Samnite light.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Ready for orders.
I think we've lost here,
Transports.
but I
ready
can't
for
fight to find
orders.
out.
Give way! Attack!
Everyone is entirely stuck.
Transports ready and
One of our
It's
ships
these
is
ramming
being
ones I'd like
boarded.
to get the most.
attack! Ships at your
All
command.
on you, please. Even with your elite hippies. What are they? Light spearmen, and some light melee.
Transports
And they've hit each other now. They
We
can't move.
await your
Oh,
command.
the pathfinding in this is
One
horrific.
of our ships is being boarded.
Okay, let's try and form this into like a line. Can you do that? Do you think? I think what these could do with disappearing once they're all dead, because they just get in the way massively.
Ready and awaiting orders. Hack them down.
Can you do anything,
An
or are you
entire unit
just
has perished.
too busy being on fire? Just seem you're too busy being on fire. Now we see. Now they can just turn around because we can't go board them, and then we're just going to get rammed in the side. Look. What are we fighting against? Oh, some tribesmen. Well, at least we might stand a chance of doing some damage to them. Although we're being slinged the whole time. Not exactly ideal. I think it's safe to say we've probably lost this battle.
One of our ships is being boarded.
I don't think we can even form ourselves into a line. Look at this.
One of our ships is being boarded.
Trying to get some sort of
One of our ships is
attempt to
being
lay
boarded.
out
Our general has fallen.
so that I can then actually attack them in some sort of sense of order.
One
They
of
just
our
drive
ships
into
is
each other
being
like
boarded.
flat out. Just attack. Do something useful, please.
your command. Transports ready for orders.
An
Surely.
entire unit has perished. Ships ready.
Just don't understand. We're going to lose all these armies. There's nothing we can really do against this. What have we got here?
Transport ships at your
Reinsurance.
command.
We're all out of ammunition.
Ready and awaiting orders.
They've still got so much stuff as well.
To the oars. Transport ships. Get at them. Hack them down. Ships ready. Ships waiting. Hack them down.
Transport ships.
Italian cavalry very unhappy. Move you up.
Transport
Come on.
ships. We await your command. Ready for orders.
Transports ready and waiting.
Transports ready and waiting.
Can you force a fight there?
Ships ready. Your orders. Get at them.
Grabbing ones I want to stop.
Transports. By your command.
Go on,
Show
get in
them
there.
steel.
Kill those elite hippies. Sink them. Come on,
Weapons
you're there,
ready.
look. So
Hack them
infuriating.
down.
Come on, please get on. Finally. Jesus.
Transport ready and
You go
waiting.
there.
Transport ships.
You go there.
Transport ready for
You go
orders.
there. And there, your slingers. God, they're going to be no use at all, are you?
Transport ships at your command. Transport ship.
With slightly fewer people, it's very slightly easier to control.
Transport ships.
Not a lot.
Ships at your command.
Slingers v slingers, that'll do. Fine, I'll take that sort of fight.
Transports ready
What are
and
you?
waiting.
Oh, you're Lucian warriors. Come on, let's get aboard these guys here. That should go okay. Against the enemy missiles. What are you fighting? Oh, the elite hippies. And what are you? It's melee cavalry. Well, that's going to go distinctly one way, isn't it? Right, so you're all advancing
Ready and
roughly
awaiting
at
orders.
a pace.
Transports ready for orders.
Transports ready for orders.
I think we should try and avoid the sea, is what I've learnt so far. Do you think these Stokes would have a hard time? Oh, they're actually fucking slingers, so maybe not that surprising.
To the oars.
You go for you.
Transport ships
What
at
is
your
there?
command.
Some very heavy
Show them steel.
melee cavalry. Best thing for you to go for.
Transports ready and by your command. Transport ships.
Those cavalry probably going to end up routing,
ready
aren't
for
they?
orders.
Over here, things aren't going so badly.
Transport ships at
Although even heavy melee cavalry actually did quite a good job. Oh, now they're turning on me.
Ships waiting.
No,
Give
don't do that.
way.
Transports ready and waiting. One of our ships is being boarded.
Transport ships.
that way.
Transports.
Okay, some slingers are dying. Well, that's understandable. And those heavy cavalry. All those people are... I don't know where they are.
Transport ships! Transports ready and waiting.
Are they
An
heavy?
entire
Light
unit
speed?
has perished.
You get into that fight there,
Ready
please.
and awaiting orders.
Come round.
Transports!
What are you doing?
Give way!
Why can't you board them?
Weapons
Come on,
ready.
people. Get moving. Don't get rammed. You need to board them.
Attack!
You're not even...
Show them steel!
Like, no. Come
An
on.
entire unit has perished.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Transports ready for orders. Transport ships at your command. Orders? By your command. Ships waiting.
Please just board them. Just sit there being rammed.
Show them
Bro.
steel! Hack them down!
Do
Our
something.
men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Attack! Get at them! Transports ready for orders.
No, it just doesn't work, does it? Okay. And there goes the rest of the army, pretty much.
Transport ships!
One of our ships is being boarded.
Try. Oh, Jesus. This has been horrific, hasn't it?
An entire unit.
Yeah,
has
see, they could just do that. They just tap you and the whole thing sinks. There's nothing I can do about it. They can't even move because I'm caught on a sunk ship.
One of our ships is being boarded.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'll just wait for my general to die. Well, that was certainly a disaster, wasn't it? The only way that can be described.
One of our ships is being boarded.
Boarded again. At least actually getting into some sort of fight by the looks of things. So much
One
shoving.
of our ships is being boarded.
What are they? Oh, they're the elite hippies. Oh, they'll cut me down pretty easily, I think. There we go. Wow, that was a disaster, wasn't it? I think pretty much the whole, both armies are completely dead. That is going to cost us a lot. At least we've got a lot of money to rebuild them, I guess, but that's going to be pretty devastating. I guess that's the problem with naval battles. It's just so hard to fight them. I don't know how you're supposed to fight them. And then unless I can actually get ashore, because they're always going to try and force a fight at sea. And there wasn't even anywhere else to land up the coast. It's all cliff line. There's no beaches anywhere on Sicily that allows you to land. So pretty hard to even land. So yeah, that went badly. So we shall wait for this to load back in. I'm struggling to load back in, by the way. I think that can only be described as the Samnite's worst ever naval disaster.
Back!
Nothing valiant about that defeat.
Anchor!
Are we going to get chased down? Yeah. I'm going to try and resolve that, try and fight that. It's going to be devastating for the enemy political parties because they were both... why they did that? I'll send the other one out now. I mean, they've just got nothing left, have they? So they are sunk as well. Well, both armies have been lost, and that pretty much ends the Sicily campaign. I don't think we're going to be able to take that anytime soon because we've now not got any armies available to do it. And they've retaken their city of Gela from the rebels as well. So that has not gone very well. Obviously land-based people and aren't capable of naval operations. But I've built a fleet before, and that was utterly useless as well because ramming just doesn't seem to really work for the human players. It's definitely the sort of the worst bit about this game, for me at least, is the sort of the way that it controls the naval stuff. They obviously now absolutely despise me, so we're on the risk of civil war because their leader died in battle. Well, on that very depressing note, I think we're probably going to end today's episode there. At least they earn a lot now per turn. As we are on the brink of a bit of a disaster, really, because we've got very little armies now down in the south. I've got nothing down here that I can recruit with because there's nowhere that's got any military installations, so there's nowhere that can recruit. Elia is probably the closest place I can recruit Lucian warriors from. So yeah, we've got a lot of trouble ahead, I think. But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this disaster. If you have, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for more Total War content, and I shall see you all on the next video.